Good morning, Henry. How are things?
Good. So I'm so happy to talk about the great outdoors with you, Jamie.
Yes, I'm excited too.
Well, Jamie,
Yep.
are you an outdoor person?
I think that I enjoy spending time outdoors.
Hmm.
I prefer to be out than in.
In.
I like, going running and taking walks with my family, cycling, doing barbecues and spending time at the beach. But I'm not into things that seem like work. For example, like camping, um, fishing. Those kind of things seem a little bit like work to me.
I
How about you?
see. Hmm. Well, I usually do gardening, some bit of walking and running in the park.
hmm hmm
Yes. Not so much into really tough sports like kayaking.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I love to stay
You love
outdoors.
being outdoors. I
Mm.
see. hmm
Jamie, what are some areas of natural beauty in your country?
Well, Scotland, for its size, has a very small population. It's only 5 million people.
Is it?
Yeah, and most of them live in one belt. It's called the Central Belt. So after that, the rest of the country is pretty much natural beauty.
Mhm.
But my favorite place in Scotland is a place called Glencoe, which is kind of like a sort of mountainous valley,
Mm.
not too far north from my house. It's really quite beautiful. It's sort of moody.
Mhm.
It's very dark. The weather's bad there. There are no trees. It's just like rugged mountains and rocks and rivers, and it's really quite beautiful in its own way.
I
Um,
see.
yeah. How
Can we
about you,
climb it?
Henry?
Can we climb
Climbing.
it? Can we
You can
climb
climb. Yeah, I mean it's famous. It's famous for climbing, trekking, but especially rock climbing.
it? I see.
I think that that area has lots of different kinds of rock formations, and so it's very popular with people who enjoy the rock climbing rather than mountain climbing. Scottish mountains are not so high.
Hmm.
What about
Well,
your country, Henry?
one of the areas of natural beauties in my country is the Mount Wenzori.
hmm
I think it's the second or third highest mountain in Africa.
hmm hmm How high
It's
is it?
like 5,000 meters high.
Five
So
thousand. So it's already higher than Mount Fuji.
much higher than Mount Fuji.
Wow.
Mm,
Okay, so Africa has some pretty big mountains then.
And it is famous for having snow on top of it,
hmm
although it's on the equator,
All right, so it's got like
unless you
permanent
can
snow.
decide. Mm.
Uh,
It's a
yeah.
snow-capped mountain,
Yep.
although it's on the equator.
On the equator. Yeah, that's
Mm.
pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool.
What
Have
else?
you climbed it?
Yes, but not all the way to the top.
Oh, really?
Just somewhere in the middle.
Uh-huh. Uh, was it
Yes,
hard going?
yes, it was. It was. It was rough.
Is that
Mm.
it behind you in the background there?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, I've tried a little bit of mountain climbing in the past. It's really tough. Yeah.
The other one in my country is Lake Victoria,
hmm
and of course the River Nile, or
Oh.
or the Nile River,
hmm
the longest river in the world.
The River Nile or the Nile River? That's a good question, Henry. Which is it?
I wonder. Some people say the River Nile, others say Nile River.
Yes, that's right. It's a difference between English and British English and American English.
Mm. I
Yeah.
don't know which one is which.
The Brits say the River Nile,
The River Nile.
and the
Yeah,
Americans will say that, yeah, the Nile River. Yes. Or is it the other way around? Better check. Yes.
Anyway, it's so beautiful, and people go kayaking there
hmm
and also like river rafting.
hmm
I've
hmm
never tried that. I think it's dangerous.
well,
Mm.
I have tried river rafting. I did whitewater rafting in Australia
Oh,
on the Tully, on the River Tully. Yeah.
isn't it scary?
I fell out immediately at the first waterfall and nearly died.
Really?
Yeah, and it was incredibly embarrassing. And unfortunately, the whole thing is caught on video as well.
I don't want to try that.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay, Jamie.
Yep.
How important do you think is natural conservation is?
Well, conversation is very important, but conservation also.
Conservation?
Conservation is very, very important, isn't it? As we know, the areas of nature are growing smaller and smaller by the year, and so I think that it's more important now than it's ever been.
Yes, that's right. Humans are ruining or destroying the planet.
Yes.
So we really need to do something to conserve nature.
Yes,
our
we do.
mother.
Yes,
our
we do.
home.
Yes, Mother Nature.
So,
But yeah, I
are you
mean,
doing anything? Are you doing anything to conserve our nature?
yes, I never drive a car, and I always switch off the lights at night to conserve energy. I don't know if that helped or not. How about yourself? Yeah.
Just like me,
Mhm,
I don't drive,
mhm.
and I also try to turn off the lights in the rooms that are not being used.
That's about all I do at the moment. I'm not active. I'm not an activist. I'm not going to be working for Greenpeace anytime soon.
Need to do some more.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. What are some outdoor activities would you like to try in the future, Jamie?
Well, like I said at the beginning, I'm not such an outdoor guy, but you said kayaking, actually. And I noticed that some of my friends, since this year Corona has been, sort of destroying people's everyday lives, some of my friends have taken up new hobbies, and one of them seems to be kayaking.
So, would you like to try kayaking?
Yes, I wouldn't mind trying kayaking, actually. It looks kind of relaxing, to be honest.
I see.
Yeah. How about yourself?
Well, I'd love to try something a little dangerous or scary. Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping, Henry. You're a dark horse. I didn't know you like to live life on the edge. I couldn't possibly do bungee jumping. I have a pretty decent fear of heights.
I see. Bungee jumping looks really exciting.
I'm sure.
I'd love to try that.
Really? Well, I'll take a look today and see if I can find any bungee jumping near us. Maybe it could be our next Kensington team activity.
I think some of our students would like to try it.
Yes.
Where? Okinawa or Kumamoto? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Anyway, I think, Henry, that's about all we have time for today. But it's been very nice talking to you.
Great talking to you about the outdoors.
Yes, thank you so much, and see you again soon. Yep. Cut.